Hello, my beautiful, tasty chicken nuggets. I hope you're doing well and welcome to my channel and to the month of May. And since we are in May already, I thought it would be great if I show you my most worn fragrances, my current obsessions of the past month. So if you're interested, then keep on watching, but before you do, please do not forget to subscribe and of course follow me on Instagram. And before I get into the fragrances, I have current obsessions in makeup that I recently bought, so I want to quickly show you, because not only I'm wearing them today, but you always ask me about my makeup. And yeah, I just want to give you a very quick update. So I recently purchased this foundation from Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin, and I'm sure you already heard about it because it's all over the internet. And I must say, I wasn't like too sure about it at first. I kinda bought it because I wanted to see what the hype is about. I was a fan of the previous version, which was Ultra HD, but it wasn't like wow, like oh my god, you know, for me. It's transferred, and yeah, I wasn't like the biggest fan, but this, I didn't give it too much expectation, but it's absolutely amazing. Of course, I am wearing it at the moment, and I must say, you really can get this beautiful, like there's nothing on your skin kind of look, but I must say it builds so well on your skin and it still looks amazing. It sets amazing, and it's very long lasting. So I'm very happy about it. It sits beautifully underneath my prep, and on top you have to just put on your powder and stuff if you do that thing, but in general amazing, and everything looked good on top of it. So yes, if you want a very good new foundation that can be super sheer and natural, but also super glam and pretty much full coverage, then this one is amazing. And I wear shade 2W20, so amazing one. And the other couple of products that I have on today are from Charlotte. So she recently launched the Pillow Talk Dreams collection, and there are some highlighters, you know, the usual that comes in such collections. So I picked up the new Pillow Talk palette, and it looks like this, and I have it on my eyes today, and I must say, guys, it's only the Pillow Talk Dreams here. And it looks really gorgeous. As you can see, you can heavily smoke it out, but also have a gorgeous natural look. So I highly recommend checking it out. And this is how it compares to the old one. As you can see, the old one is more cool toned and way lighter. And I must say, it's definitely worth having both. I love them both. This original is for, you know, a very barely there pinky look, and this one you can really smoke. So yeah, it looks really good. I only have the shimmer in my inner corner and the rest is matte, and I'm very happy how it turns out. So check it out, because I think for darker skin tones, the Dream version is gonna be really amazing. And I know I have a lot of dark skin gals out here who follow me, and usually, guys, you ask me so much about my makeup, so I highly recommend this. You know, I am definitely a medium skin tone, so it's actually quite easy for me to recommend things that are good for darker skin, maybe not super dark, but darker skin and fairer skin, because I'm right in the middle. So yeah, you can clearly see how it looks on me. Check them out because they're beautiful, and I think the new one will look amazing on very dark skins as well. This one, I think it might, the original, I think it might look slightly ashy, just because it's quite cool toned and very light, but the new one, amazing. And what I have on my lips is actually just the Pillow Talk Lip Luster from Charlotte. I don't have any lipstick. I only have the original Pillow Talk lip liner and this on top. And I must say I am currently absolutely obsessed with lip lusters. I did a video on Charlotte's lipstick that I own, so check it out if you're interested. But yeah, this lip luster is fantastic and it has a very good price. So yeah, that's enough for makeup, and let's get into fragrances because I know that you guys are here for it, not the makeup that much. So yes, the first one that I have here is Nomade Eau de Parfum Naturelle, and this one is just so nice to me, and it is considered a fruity fragrance. I mean, there is that slight, you know, Mirabelle plum peachy thing going on here, but to me, it's actually more smoky aromatic leaning than anything. It's so beautiful to me. I know that there are fans and haters of this release, but to me, it is so beautiful, so original. To me, it smells very, very niche leaning, if you know what I mean. It's not your usual designer fragrance that you find on the counters. This one is very interesting. It leans unisex as well, in my opinion. Even though it is indeed sweeter, I think it's gonna be beautiful if you're a guy, because those notes in there are very, very smoky to me. Yeah, like slightly herbaceous, very interesting fragrance. Of course, there are some woods. I don't think it's that similar to the original Nomade or the Absolute version, so it's definitely worth getting it, even though you might have the original. Of course, it's going to be amazing to mix with the original or the Absolute. I did that already and I really, really liked it. But for that, you know, every day going around, especially when you are out and about outside, now that we have spring in full bloom, I think this one performs so, so nice outside, you know? So yeah, check it out. To me, it's a very boho chic kind of a fragrance, you know? So that is Nomade Naturelle. Whew, okay guys, next one I have a vanilla, but this is a vanilla that's not very obvious. It's not too sweet. It's very nice for springtime. And that is Nude Vanille, yes, from Micallef. And first of all, the packaging, I really like the fact that they keep releasing this bottle in particular for many fragrances at the moment, and it looks so beautiful on the counter. If you have more than one of these, like, just looks gorgeous. Okay, I have 3 of these bottles at the moment, and just stacking them all together on the shelf, wow. So back to the fragrance. This one has some cognac or rum to it. Also some citruses, some floral notes, and of course vanilla. To me, it kind of smells like my mom, you know? It's that warm, sweet hug. Again, very niche quality. It kind of leans vintage from time to time, which I actually like here, because usually I'm not a fan of vintage leaning fragrances. But here, it's amazing. It's slightly powdery, but again, it has citruses at the very top, so it's not cloying. It's actually quite a fresh vanilla with some florals again. So yeah, I really, really like it. The longevity on this one is really good, like really good. And the projection as well. So this one definitely performs. So you get amazing quality for the price. Of course, everything will be linked below for you. So yes, that's Nude Vanille from Micallef. Beautiful, beautiful release. It's not the newest fragrance, but they have repackaged it recently and put some diamantes on it, which I am here for always. So yes, that is that. Next, we can move on to a cheapie, but this is something that I really love wearing when me and my partner go out on our walks. We visit the horse stables very often, and this is something that I love wearing when it's warm outside, the sun is shining, and I want to feel sporty and refreshed. And that is Vetiver Pamplemousse from Zara. Very, very good bang for your buck. It's not the longest lasting. I get around like 4 to 5 hours maybe. It does last decent on clothes though. So yeah, spray, just spray all over, okay? Spray yourself wherever you can. This one is just so pretty. This is a freshly squeezed grapefruit into a cold water. Amazing. And then it has a woody undertone, like slightly earthy woody from the Vetiver. I love it. I really, really love it. Definitely one of my favorites from the collection. I said it many times before that Vetiver Pamplemousse is so gorgeous. If you want that beautifully done citrus, like really beautifully done, because there's nothing fake in here. It smells very realistic. I think this one is going to be fantastic for the price. Since Zara has released so many beautiful citruses with Jo Malone, I don't feel the need to purchase any more expensive citruses, you know, because it's just not worth it in that case if you have something amazing for such a low price. Because, you know, with citruses, they don't always last long. If they do, I always tell you, like this one is a long-lasting citrus. This one I would say has a medium longevity, not too bad but not amazing, but for the price, guys, is fantastic. And they do have those, you know, travel atomizers that you can always throw in your purse and respray, which is great. So yes, this one is from Zara, so this is like my sporty outdoorsy fragrance, and straight out of the shower as well, when I want to feel, you know, just energetic and refreshed and like have that boost of energy. It's amazing. So that's the one. Of course, it's absolutely unisex. What do we have next? This is a fragrance that I keep raving about, and I'm very, very sorry. I feel like it's in every single video of mine recently, but I truly use it so much and I just cannot get enough. It's incredible, just incredible. If you love the fragrances like me for the summertime, which are a little bit aquatic but still sweet, have that beachy coconutty vibe, you know, like scent and lotion, I think this is a step up from that. And that is Bohoboco, Polish brand, yay, Ciel Caramel. And this is incredible, incredible. I think they do extract de parfum in most cases or all cases. I think these are all extract de parfum, the whole range of Bohoboco. And the lasting power on this one is just wow. Just wow. Okay, so skip on those Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, you don't need it anymore. I think the Bohoboco just takes the cake. You can just throw everything you have out of your shelf and just put this and you're good to go. So this one, of course, I said the longevity, fantastic. And Ciel Caramel is basically a sea salt and caramel fragrance. To me, it also has quite of that, you know, a little bit santan lotion, but not too much. It's more of a tropical floral scent and a lot of caramel, like a lot. And mix that with that salty aquatic marine vibe. This is Aphrodite getting out of the sea, all right, in the sea foam. Like really, really. This is the beach goddess, the summer angel, everything, everything. I adore this fragrance. I do have a lot more from Bohoboco on my list that I will purchase and review for you. But this one by far is to me the best one. If you want the best summer fragrance that exists, I think this one will be it. And I'm very sorry in advance, expect to see it more on my channel, because I just want to shout from the skyscrapers that this is amazing and you need it, all right? And also, it's very unique. I almost lost my voice. And also it's very unique, so I can bet that nobody will smell like you when you wear this. And to add a cherry on top of all that I said, my mom is obsessed with it, and she is never into those, you know, summer suntan lotion, coconut smells. Completely not her vibe, completely not her vibe. This one does not have coconut, but it does give you that, you know, tropical milky feeling. And she just adores it. She just adores it to the point that she sprayed herself all over. And she would never do it with any other suntan lotion coconutty fragrance that I have ever. So yes, this says a lot to me. Very likable fragrance, but at the same time is super unique. So Ciel Caramel, I think I'm done with my pitch about this. So let's move on. Speaking of coconuts, actually, I have La Nuit Tresor Nude, which I heard from you it's getting discontinued, and it's very sad because it's a very nice fragrance. And what I've been doing recently, I have been mixing the newest La Nuit Tresor Intense, which is like a cherry rose sweet woody fragrance, with La Nuit Tresor Nude, which we, you know, obviously have coconut and rose and bergamot and vanilla. So these mix so nice together because of that prominent rose in this one, and you have rose in this one, and then you have, combining these two, you have like this mix of dark sweet cherry and coconut. Yummy, guys. If you have them and you haven't mixed them yet, what are you doing? Mix them. Just mix them and thank me later. This is a gourmand bomb with a lot of rose as well. So be aware, you might get eaten on the way to work. But other than that, I love this combo, and that's why I'm showing them together. The longevity when you combine them is phenomenal. I think they amp up each other. With the intense version, I don't complain about longevity, and with the nude, I don't complain about longevity either. But when they are together, magic happens. Magic happens. So yes, try this combination. If you do not have them already, I highly recommend getting them because they're very much worth trying. Especially the nude one, because it might get, you know, just out of the shelves soon, as far as I heard. So get it while you can. Beautiful combo from Lancome. Okay, this is another fragrance. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is another fragrance that I'm just in love with. I just cannot. It's hard to deal. And I've used so much since I got it. This is Ooh La La from Teo Cabanel. And I recently got a package from them, kindly. Thank you, Teo Cabanel team. And I received the full bottle of Je ne sais quoi, which I love as well. Café Cabanel, which is super hyped up, and it's already in my mom's hands. That's how much she fell in love with it. It's just insane. I do not have the bottle with me anymore. So I am left with Je ne sais quoi and Ooh La La. And I must say, Ooh La La, I think, beats any other from the brand. I adore Ooh La La. It's amazing. When you smell it from the bottle, you might think is just like another powdery, nutty powdery scent. But when it's on your skin, it projects like crazy. It smells absolutely delicious. I've been getting so many compliments from it because it's been a long weekend in Poland. So we've been with my family and friends, you know, just chilling. That's why I had a little break from YouTube. And I've been wearing this one all the time, and look how much I've already used. And I've had it for like a week, maybe a little bit more, but yeah, obsessed. Ooh La La is amazing from the brand, so I highly recommend it. I think even over the Café Cabanel. I love Café Cabanel, and I wish I had it like in my hands now so I could show you because I love it too. But yeah, it's been stolen by my mom, so Ooh La La is good enough. maybe even better.
Love it.
Okay, I have a couple more fragrances to show you. So maybe let's start with Navitus, because I have my 2 new obsessions. I feel like with every time I try fragrances that I haven't tried from the brand, there are new obsessions of mine that come along in my life, and I just, you know, I cannot deal. So the first one is Lyrik, and it used to be called Obod, I think that's how you pronounce it. At least this is how it's called on Fragrantica still, but they had to rename it. And this one, guys, it is just phenomenal. It is like this fresh, spicy, cardamom-y caramel toffee fragrance. There's a whole lot of caramel and toffee here. There is a lot of cardamom. Absolutely beautiful combination on a man and on a woman. This is a unisex fragrance. It definitely does lean sweet, but it has a bite to it. It has some freshness to it as well. So, you know, it's just perfect to wear at the moment when the weather is warm, but not too warm, at least here in Europe. So yeah, it's been a perfect companion of mine, and I cannot. It's amazing. It smells so beautiful. So beautiful. Very unique fragrance. I think this could be like a nighttime version for you if you would wear Ciel Caramel during the daytime, you know? Bohoboco is like this beachy, you know, vibes stuff, and Lyrik is more like darker and you know, beautiful fragrance. That's what I'm trying to say. The longevity is fantastic, as pretty much all Navitus fragrances. So yes, check it out. I have a discount code. Everything is in the description box below. I have a special tab for discount codes, so anything you might need from me is there. So yes, that's Lyrik. And the other one, I did have a small bottle of it already, and I already raved about it to you, but now I have a full bottle, so I can boast even more. So that is Arcanum, and I think I love Arcanum even more. This to me is a woody coconut fragrance with some tropical florals. I think there's ylang ylang here, but in general a heavy dose of coconut and woody tones. Absolutely gorgeous. This to me actually is less unisex than Lyrik. To me this one leans slightly feminine, even though it's quite a heavy fragrance. I really like it on me. I don't really love it on my boyfriend. It's slightly incensey, it's smoky, that dry smoky wood with coconut. Is there anything that we want more? No? Yeah, I thought so. Amazeballs. This one is Amazeballs. I love it. I'm so happy that I finally have the big bottle, because I plan to use it all the time during the summer, since it has such a gorgeous deep base, but it has gorgeous notes that will blend beautifully with those, you know, coconutty santan lotion fragrances. I intend to mix it with everything coconut that I have, and I think it's gonna be bomb. It's just gonna be bomb. I already know it. Like Ciel Caramel, I'm gonna mix. La Nuit Tresor Nude, I'm gonna mix. Everything coconutty, basically, I'm gonna mix with this, and during the evenings, I'm gonna wear it on its own. Beautiful fragrance, guys. Try it. If you like Santal Complet from Fragrance de Bois, maybe even if you like Bottega Veneta, the original, and all those, like those sensual version, I think you might like it as well, if you like that. I'm not saying they're similar, they're not, but to Santal Complet, Arcanum is actually quite similar too. So check it out. Amazing, amazing. I love them. Of course, who would I be if I didn't show you a rose, right? So Intense Cafe and Ristretto, which I still didn't purchase, but will, I promise, would be like my autumn, still cold transition to spring kind of fragrances, and of course winter. This one is perfect for spring and going into the summer. This is, to me, the lightest version of all those rosy scents that Montale has that are similar to Intense Cafe, and this is the original Roses Musk. And I do also have the Intense version, and I love them both. I don't really see much difference other than Intense version is of course more intense and it's very, very oily. Like, you will shine like a disco ball if you spray it on your chest, you know what I mean? It's like a proper perfume oil, in my opinion. This one is more like normal fragrance, watery, more alcohol watery, but it's still very strong, very long lasting. I adore Roses Musk. This, I think, was the first or one of the first Montales that I bought. I'm pretty sure first one was Intense Cafe, but Roses Musk was like right after. I adore this fragrance. This gives me such good vibes. It's so delicious. I adore smelling like it. It's very sexy. Men love it. I love it on me. It's a very sweet rose, very like, of course there's musk, but also like ambery, deep and very warm. And oh, I just love it, okay? I just love it. I'm sure that by now most of you know how Roses Musk smell. And if you don't have it already, just get it. It is my perfect spring Montale. My perfect spring Montale. So I highly recommend it. Roses Musk from Montale. I've raved about it, I think, for 2 years now, since I started the channel. Now, next one is a massive surprise for me that I even love the range at the moment. And that's mainly because of you guys. So thank you so much. You really got me hooked on Carolina Herrera Good Girl range. Of course, still except from the original. This one, I still don't. No. Still not into it. No. But the flankers, chef's kiss. Okay, I love the Leger, I love Very Good Girl, which is the red one. The newest one, Very Good Girl Glam, too mainstream, but this one is also great. This one is the Supreme version, and this one is like a dark, fruity Carolina Herrera Good Girl without that annoying dry down that the original has. This one, I think, only has Vetiver there. It also has tuberose and the red berries at the top. Some people compare it to Juicy Couture or Viva la Juicy. I don't know the names of them because I never had them. And I don't like them. So I don't think it's very accurate because I really, truly do not like the scents from Juicy Couture. Maybe with some exceptions, but Viva la Juicy, it's a very big no-no for me. And this one is just it is fun. It's very fun. It's fruity. It's it makes your mouth water, so there is slight souriness to it too. I adore it. Okay, I adore it. Very nice one. So I love Leger and this one. I'm still not sure which one performs better. I think it's still the Leger version that's better on performance, but still this one is not bad at all. And now that it's getting warmer, I think I'm gonna use it more and more because I already use it more and more than Leger because of those fruits and that, you know, soury boost in the beginning. Also is not as complex, it's not as milky, not as caramelly as the Leger version. So, you know, it's just more uplifting, more appropriate for spring and summer. So that's gonna be great throughout those months to come. So that is the Supreme. And last but not least, I have only one last fragrance, and I'm hoping and praying that I will soon get the full bottle because I am on the last legs of my decant sample. I don't even know how to call it. This is Musk 07 from Swiss Arabian. I have a full video about their new collection. Like 90% of their new fragrances are just for the price, even more of a mind blow, okay? And Musk 07 is the most gorgeous fruity musk for spring and summer. It's amazing. The longevity is incredible, and the smell is incredible too. Actually, let me spray it a little bit. Like, look how much I have left. It's a couple more wears and it's gone. And if I was being me, not saving it so much as I save it, I probably would have used it by now completely. I think there's pomegranate in here, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me check. So according to Fragrantica and my brochure that I have here, we have pomegranate, blackcurrant, rose, lily of the valley, patchouli, and musk. And to me, I just cannot. Some people compare it to Sea Fiori, I think, from Armani. No, don't even think of it. It's not. It's way fresher, it's zesty, it's so uplifting and feminine, super feminine. And you have those soury fruits with a little bit of rose, and musk is just fantastic. And if you love that kind of scents, let's say After Sunset from Kilian, you know, all those like musky, fruity fragrances, but they usually do not last that well, right? I think you should definitely check it out. This is going to be your gorgeous all-rounder. Like, you will love it. I promise you, you will love this fragrance. It's not the most complex. It's not, you know, a masterpiece of perfumery. No, but it's going to be amazing for every day, for parties, for basically everything you might do. This is going to be gorgeous for spring and summer. You know, because you have fruitiness and souriness, but also you have some rosiness and that lily of the valley swinging by somewhere behind all those popping notes. And as you know, have it for a little while on your skin, you get that gorgeous deep musk. I love it. So that is Musk 07 from Swiss Arabian, and that is it for today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give this video a like so I know you did, and of course leave me a comment below which fragrances have been your favorites throughout the last months, and see you in my next one. Bye!